Good morning, guys. Today is HotPit day. We're just down here in Los Angeles picking up some tires. We might try and cruise over to NRG real quick and grab some seats because it's Friday morning and we do have some driving going on today. But basically, if you imagine we drive down to California, we have to do business during business days. So Friday morning is the only time we have because we drive home on Sunday. So that being the case, we're trying to get the stuff all knocked out so we can go get to the track. The car luckily is like 99%. We just have to bolt side skirts on and basically put fuel in it, and that's it. So we just need to get to the track in time to kind of like get set up comfortably and do all that stuff. One thing we're gonna do this weekend, thanks to having the enclosed trailer, we're gonna run the generator, and we brought 2 house AC units. So we're gonna try and turn this box into a refrigerator so we can sit in there and chill all weekend. But somehow we got to fit 20 tires in here and probably 6 boxes of NRG seats. So this will be our first time using these tires. These are the Zestino Acrova, whatever, 300 treadwear, 265. It was a really good deal on them, so we bought 20 of them. So hopefully they work well and last a long time. Rolling up to NRG, grab some stuff. It's always nice to have an open trailer, or I mean not open trailer, but space in an enclosed trailer so we can fill it up with seats. It makes it a lot nicer and a lot easier to transport stuff that way. We finished running all our errands. We're just fighting traffic and trying to get back, and we're gonna be cutting it close to make it to the driver's meeting. So I feel like this isn't the first time that's happened where I'm literally running to a driver's meeting while the other guys are parking the trailer. So we might be cutting it pretty close that way. It was pretty important to go to NRG and pick up seats. It's kind of one of those things that I try and do when I come to California with extra space. But luckily we had the car 100% before we left. Usually I'll leave like 1 or 2 things to do at the track, but if we were doing that this time, we would definitely be missing practice. So I think by the time we just like get the car to the trailer and ready to go, it's literally just zip the side skirts on and put fuel in it and it's ready to go. The nice thing about this track in San Bernardino is there is a gas station literally right across the street that has the 85 at the pump. And so we brought the barrel. It's pretty empty, but we didn't stop and get fuel anywhere. We're literally just go across the street to fill it up. I may even drive the car. It's like a quarter of a mile. All right, we made it. Car's all ready. Time to see the driver's meeting. See what, I think there's some changes to the track. Curious to see what that's gonna be like. I hope it's good. Changes for the better. Might have Jake go put the car at the starting line.
It's gonna be very hot. I doubt that you even need to warm your tires up after the first scrub.
So we're 3rd to qualify. We haven't done any practice laps yet. We're getting ready for practice. Jake got us to the very front of the line. So last time we made a mistake and we were about halfway back, had to wait 30 minutes. So I want to get first lap in case there's any issues with the car. We can literally go start working on it right now and maximize our time instead of waiting an hour, get 1 lap, then have a problem and then spend, yeah, this is the best way to do it. So literally this is the same track we drove last time. There's like a little difference at the end. I don't even consider it any different. Like the main part is going to be the beginning and all that stuff. So we've done this before, easy stuff. But then when it comes to qualifying, 2 drivers ahead of us, we go 3rd, and then the nice thing about that is there's not 2 qualifying runs. So we go back to the trailer, we can either watch or chill or whatever, but there's no stress like waiting, watching, kind of like, oh, are we in line, whatever. So I kind of like that. So as far as stress goes, it's a pretty stress-free event. I don't anticipate having any problems with the car, so like I think it's just gonna go smooth. We just gotta learn, not even learn the track, we just gotta dial it in, just make sure everything's good. We are using a different tire, so that's kind of what I'm focusing on in practice, is making sure the new tire doesn't feel way different than the old tire. But we're gonna burn up a couple of old scrubs that we were using before we get to the new tire. So that's kind of the main thing, is making sure that the Zestino feels really similar to how we were on the Velinos. All right, so we did my first lap. Car feels pretty solid. We were running some FD takeoffs for practice, and they were super grippy, like excessive. What do you got there?
My cool suit. Yeah.
Did you get it out of an ice bucket? Oh, that's the best. These tires were really grippy. As soon as they started to gain some heat on the bank, like I couldn't stay up high on the bank, so I want to go back to tires that we're actually going to be running on, like some 265 300 treadwear instead of 285 200 treadwear. There's a spot on the track that's super slick. There's a bunch of dirt. It's at the very end of this new layout they did. So the guy in front of me spun out. I couldn't really see. I came through the smokes. I hung back a little bit, and then I spun out. And then my lead lap I already knew, and I spun out right there, just like slid. So that's gonna be an issue. I hope they get that figured out. Aside from that, it's windy. Kind of nice that it's windy because it's keeping the breeze going. It's like 100 degrees outside. My coolant temp's a little bit high. After those 2 laps, it got up to 104, and then it takes a minute to come back down. But when we take the trunk off, we get a lot of air coming out of the trunk, and so that helps out a lot. You can see we've got holes cut in the trunk, but it's not quite enough. But it already came back down to 88, 89. I don't know what's up with the battery voltage though. That's kind of weird. So there's a couple of on-track incidents. They also changed the track a little bit. But basically what's going on right now is they cut practice short. Well, not really cut it short, but it took so long to clean the track. Someone oiled down the track, just nothing but problems. And so I think we have about an hour and a half now. Instead of doing lead follow, they're just doing single laps. So whatever line you're in. So basically, I think everyone's gonna get maybe 1 lap. A few of us, like me, will get 2 laps. My first lap was a wash. Like I might as well have not even driven. I feel like I gained nothing from my first lap. So basically 1 lap for everyone, and then we're going right into qualifying. So, I mean, but in all reality, it's not that much different than the last time we drove here. So what do you think?
I think you can make it around the track, no problem. This guy is just trying to hype it up, so when he does good, it just looks like he's doing it even better.
You know,
even better.
You drive the same track back to back.
So the U-turn in the end, the dirt corner with the U-turn, the bank is a little sketchy, but other than that, the track's the same.
Yeah, so you do that. This is a little bit different. That's different, but it's pretty much the same, other than all those things that are different.
Yeah, it'll be.
If you know how to drive, you know how to drive. You know.
Yeah,
And
I don't
the thing
spend
is,
a lot of time in the dirt though, so that's something new for me. But it is a little weird over there in the corner.
The other thing is, like, if everyone's on a level playing field, if everyone gets 1 lap, then that's fair, right? The thing is, if you break and everyone gets 10 laps and you get 1 lap, then that's like...
That's way rough.
Yeah,
way
yeah,
rough.
So, if everyone struggles, we all struggle together, right? And the guys who drove last round should do pretty well. That was good, thank you.
Yeah,
I need a good lead to...
Yeah, I was trying to stretch it out with way more grip than power, but hopefully I at least gave you something to work with.
Dude, that third zone was weird. I don't know about
Super
it.
weird.
I don't know about
Super
it. Last time was so much better. This time was like...
Well, like, it's like a pocket now. So if you just like back it in, you just like...
Yeah, now what do I do?
Yeah, I don't know. But I heard, you know.
That felt pretty good. So that was my second practice run. I did a chase. I knew he was going to be like... I knew I could follow him good, right? So I went in pretty aggressively. In fourth gear, it's the same thing as last time. Like fourth is a little bit low, so I have to clutch kick to catch up, but the car, like, it hooks and it goes when I do it. Third gear coming off the bank, a little bit short. It kind of bounces rev limit a little bit. But then you get in that pocket, and that pocket's shallower, so then you're like, then it bogs right there. The very last hairpin, I maybe should have dropped second. I guess if I'm leading, I can kind of grease it in third and like do a smoke show, but I think following, I'm gonna have to hit second there in that last transition and then power out of there to be able to follow someone. But again, like being the only second practice lap, I don't have a lot of data. Like it's like you're just putting so much together. This is different, this is different, this is different. But at least the entry, the wall, and the outer zone 2 is the same. So like I've got that figured out. The gearing based on what we did last time and what we changed and everything is perfect for doing the bank and hitting that outer zone 2. But that might have been our last practice lap, I don't know. So it is what it is. We're kind of all going in blind at this point. feel very good. Like the power steering assist didn't feel good. Also, that wheel bearing over there is a little bit loose. We had a problem with this one last time. Jake even said bring an extra wheel bearing, and I just ran out of time to find one. So now we're kind of in that boat for trying to find that. When I put this on the other day, it's supposed to have some spacers behind it, so it sucked this all in, and now the tire's hitting on this and everywhere, and so.
Yeah, we have a problem with this control.
What?
This control arm bolt on the front with a tension rod.
Yeah.
It's just spinning. It's not tight.
Okay. It's stripped out. So I gotta space this out. I don't think we have a solution for that. We changed tires too, so. But we got like 20 or 30 minutes before qualifying. And I mean, the car is good enough, it'll drive, but I wanted to make sure nothing fails on us in the middle of that lap.